ever since, my phone will not stop ringing. I'm very overwhelmed with how many bids I have to do right.
Sweet. Well, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name's Jahden Newman. I'm based out of Spokane, Washington. I'm 25 years old. I've been a painter for 7 years, and I started my business this year in June.
Nice. What made you decide to start a business of your own?
I actually had a falling out with my boss. I thought I was going to be done painting, and I was looking at other avenues. I was a bartender for a few months. I was still just getting lots of calls for side jobs because I had been doing side jobs for the last 3, 4 years. I got to the point where I was making too much to not start a business, and then I found you, and I just realized I could really scale this thing and not have to be a painter forever, but still, this is my niche, so I might as well run with it.
So tell me a little bit about your business before you found us.
I had no marketing, no business structure behind it. I had no like guide for doing estimates. I really just kind of went to it. I'd get a call from a referral, and then I'd go to the job, and I'd say, okay, I'll get back to you with the price. And then in my head, I'd think, what do I want to make for this? And then that was pretty much it. And a lot of slippage, a lot of not getting the jobs. And
What was the biggest challenge that you were having after starting your business?
well, I had to decide whether I wanted to be full time or part time, and so I was really trying to balance the bartending job with it, and it was just getting too chaotic with running around doing bids and painting on the weekends, and then bartending during the week, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And so you had never taken any formal business training. And what was your business like in terms of revenue and profit?
I was only in business for 2 months before finding you, and I was doing, I think, 10 to 15. I ever since I started, I was doing at least 20K. This last month, I did 35.
Okay, awesome. When you first saw my ads, what did you think?
I thought, I don't know, it just really changed my perspective on painting in general. I didn't really even know like you could think about painting business this way. And the guy that I worked for was very not business savvy, and so I just learned a lot of bad habits and a lot of bad things for the trade that were quickly corrected.
Yeah.
So
What made you decide that this is the direction I want to go? I want to invest in Mike's program.
the video ad that really hooked me, because I once I found you, I watched like all of them I could find, but the one that really got me was the difference between like how much you can make an hour being a painter versus being a marketer. And once I implemented that, it was like, wow, that is true. And because I was just like, so many times I'd be on the job thinking about how I'm wasting time or wasting money. And so once I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and invest, learn how to do this.
Tell me about the first couple of weeks in Blueprint.
I just tried to knock it out the courses as quickly as possible, and I'm doing my iPad, or I'm doing this on an iPad right now, and then I have my computer behind it, and so I would have that up and just be doing it as I'm going, and so I was pretty much able to follow every step, from doing like buying all my merch to doing Facebook ads. My biggest thing was I knew I was going to have to invest to make this thing, like, you put in what you want to get out. And so I like, luckily at the time I had just booked a $16,000 job. So as when I found you, and so I took a ton of that profit and just invested it into marketing and all this stuff.
How did you mentally get over the hump that you needed to invest in your business and your development?
I think I saw something that like 1% of painters even do any sort of marketing. And so I was like, well, I'm like even more so in this city. So I just know that over time people are going to be seeing my ads and stuff, and ever since, my phone will not stop ringing. I'm very overwhelmed with how many bids I have to do
Pretty common
right.
to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about your revenue and your sales right now and how you see that going into the future.
So we're in an interesting time being at the end of the summer season, so it's hard for me to say, but I have a bunch of marketing strategies that I just deployed for the winter. Like, so we'll see how this winter goes, but I'm very confident in this next summer. I feel like I'll do at least 200K.
Yeah. Are you going to paint through the winter?
Yeah. Mhm.
How do you feel about the future of your business?
Very good. I think the biggest thing that's giving me confidence in the future is when I implemented the market, and so I've been getting tons of leads off that, and he's and it's as far like not just homeowners, it's builders, it's like lots of good contacts.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who's looking at Blueprint but is either skeptical or nervous to invest?
I would say that if you're going to do it, don't like dip your toes in. Just go for it. Go all for it because it works. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get you got to invest if you want to profit, and that's just at the end of it. It's gonna be what you have to do. But I definitely would not hesitate in joining Blueprint. It's helped me a lot. And the biggest thing too, outside of the course, is just the group chat where I can ask any sort of questions and have experienced contractors with their tips and stuff like that, which has definitely helped me land a couple jobs because I was able to go in to the estimate with confidence and explain how to do the job properly, even if I hadn't like had the most experience with it.
Anything else that you would want to say to someone who's teetering on the fence?
I would say that now is the perfect time to start any blue collar business. We're in more demand than you think. Just have confidence when you're going and bidding, and you're always going to have customers that think you're too expensive, but that doesn't mean your prices are too expensive. There's going to be people that are willing to pay your prices. You just have to carry the confidence and use what you learn with Blueprint, and you'll be good.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate the chat.
Absolutely.